Our free live chat psychic reading connects you instantly with experienced psychics, ready to offer you personalized guidance and clarity in real time, whether you're curious about love, career, or life's biggest decisions. Our psychics are here to help you unlock your future and discover your true path. Experience the convenience of live chat, where you can ask questions and get immediate insights tailored just for you. Don't miss out on this unique opportunity to connect with your inner self and receive the guidance you need. Subscribe now and never miss a live session. Start your journey towards clarity and peace today.
Hi, this is Reads by Andre, where I do predictions of the future. If you like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the chat. Just a reminder that all of our show times and all that wonderful stuff is at our website at secreadsbyandre.com. Just an FYI, I'm all alone today because the wife is at work helping people at the hospital. That's what she does. So we'll try to do our best here. Thankfully, I had to step away from the YouTube and all that sort of thing for the last little while. I had double pneumonia. Lots of fun. So couldn't really do the show or anything else at that period of time. But we're back on the mend, and we're getting back into action, which is awesome stuff. And thank you for coming back to our show. Of course, back in action. Look for new. Of course, on our Substack and our Patreon. I misspelled Patreon there. Sorry, guys. We're going to be doing more articles on there now that I'm back. So make sure you go sign up at Substack and Patreon for those articles that are coming out very, very soon. I'll be working on that today and probably tomorrow, get things back in order. And of course, you can always go to our website at secreadsbyandre.com for that information. Okay, let's go with a couple things here just to get back in motion here. There's something going on about the Middle East, Israel and Hamas and all that sort of thing. And Donald Trump is brokering a deal in the last little while. So I just want to throw some cards down, see if that will actually pan out. If this actually does pan out, he'd be probably the one person to do anything in this area with any amount of success, which is more than I can say with any other politician out there. So let's throw some cards down, see what's going on there. Does look like the health of this particular situation is very, very good. I think they're going to stop looking at all the negative things that are going on around and actually look at more of the positive things that can be brought out. And I do think, of course, Donald Trump does everything in steps. So this is kind of maybe the second or third step to this whole thing. And there's going to be many, many more steps. So he's doing it in baby steps. And this first step will probably break new ground between the two civilizations. And I do think that there's going to be a lot more money coming into Hamas to start rebuilding. There is going to be a lot of little victories along the way to coexist in that particular area in a big way. So what he's doing right now is very, very important. Okay, so just a little thing I wanted to try out today. Get my psychic muscles back in shape. And of course, if you've been watching Canada, there's Donald Trump and Mr. Carnival Carney was going to be meeting. Let's throw some cards down to see what's going to be happening there. Of course, Donald Trump's doing the old 51st state thing. As we already know that Alberta is already recognized by the United States as it could be independent. So very interesting times here in Canada. Hopefully everything pans out. But this whole thing with Donald Trump and Mr. Carney meeting, it's not going to be panning through, and it's going to be actually making it worse for himself, which leads into Saskatchewan, Alberta, and probably BC going away. And I think that is the plan that Donald Trump has. He's playing it two sides, right? So, yeah, let's get into the chat. Let's see what you guys have to say. Welcome back, Andre. What do you see about Aster, the coin from Asterdex, promoted by CZ? Okay. Well, we got quite a few people asking questions, which is awesome. Make sure that we're not deleting anything, because it redoes everything. So if you made a boo-boo, just leave it and type it. Okay. All right. Asterisk. What do we see? I think it's going to be something that's going to be breaking new ground. It's going to be a fairly good cryptocurrency for the next little while. It's not going to be anything spectacular like Bitcoin or anything like that, but it is going to be gaining some interest out there in the world. It's a bit of a money maker in the next little while. It won't be forever. Okay, just to let you know, it's a short-term thing. So hopefully that answers your question. Hello, Andre. Will I get a new job position at the end of 2025 or 2026? I'm picking up more 2026. A lot of things, especially here in Canada, are a little bit flippy-floppy because of everything going on in the world right now. When it comes to jobs. And that's the world at large, too. I do see some courses around you coming up for whatever positions. I do see a lot more courses and trainings and all that sort of thing to get into other positions. There's just not one, okay? So start taking those courses on the side, that sort of thing, and it's going to be giving you much more opportunities in the future, especially AI. Have I mentioned AI before? And I think all of that is going to be coming up very, very good for yourself. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. We got Harvard. Hello, Harvard. Hey, Andre. Hope you're much better now. Yeah. I don't have an oxygen tank on me right now, which is perfect. It's had an oxygen tank for 6 days because I couldn't breathe without it. So much better now. Will your health withstand a bull market in the next few months? 3 cards. I was watching one video, and he was stating that Bitcoin is going to become boring. And what he meant is it's going to start moving up slowly, like 7%, let's say, per week or per month. And it'll just keep having small corrections and all that. But it won't have any of these big spikes because of the big money coming in and buying and holding and all that sort of thing. So it starts to stabilize the Bitcoin market and cryptocurrency markets as a whole. So it'll come to the average person kind of boring because it's still moving up, but it's moving up slowly. And this is part to do with the old, what do they call it? The cycles are broken now. And we're going to be getting rid of the cycles. And it's going to be just moving up slowly. So nobody's going to pay attention. Everybody pays attention when it jumps from 100,000 to 200,000 in like a day. Yeah. Oh! But if it did that very slowly over a couple months, nobody really pays attention. People like speed. And this is usually why they lose their shirt. So in a sense, I think it's going to get boring for non-Bitcoiners. So it was an interesting video, an interesting way of thinking of the cryptocurrency market in the next little while. I do think it's going to be busting out slowly, and there's going to be spikes like it normally does, but it is of course going to do this as it always does, but it's not going to be like in the old days, drop 90%, then jump back at 80%. It's not going to have any of that huge movements. So it's just nice and slow going up, 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 up. Okay. So yeah, my health will be good, hopefully better than what it is. Hello, love. Hi, Audrey Dumont. Welcome back. May I please receive 3 cards for general? For the moment, I think you're going to be a little bit of tipsy-topsy in all 3 areas of your life for the next week. Health, wealth, friends, relationships. That battle you had with somebody around you is going to be dissipating in the next little while. You kind of fighting with somebody, I see. Opinions. I think that's going to be swaying in the next little while. It's either you that changes your opinion, or they change their opinion, and it's going to be, you're going to see each other's viewpoint, and it's going to be working much, much better. Even now, you may not exactly like their viewpoint, but you see the how it's valid. And so you're going to be working with that energy to bring something even greater in the next week or so. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. And we got baby cow. Hello. Keep having dreams of my mother. She passed away a couple of years ago. Is she trying to tell me something? Usually in dream interpretations, it's usually our brain trying to work out situations from our waking state. And it's trying to resolve issues through the dream state. So something like your mother, which would be an authority figure of, listen to me, okay, because I'm your mom, so that would be that part of you that has that common sense and is trying to tell you exactly which direction to go. Yeah, your own mind is trying to show you a new way of doing and resolving an issue in the workplace. Something that you haven't tried before, and you're kind of afraid of trying that. And I think by allowing yourself to do this thing in the workplace, it'll work out much, much better for you. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Hello, Tara. Can you tell me if the rental with Marshy is better than the rental with Gileian? I think Gileian is the better of the two. Hopefully that helps you out. And thank you for the €5. I got it right. Solana, this 2025 December to 2026, $700. $625 is what I'm picking up. Okay. Do you see it at top for the silver price in the next 10 days? 3 cards. Oh, with I forgot to say that we have the new astrology crypto report, which includes silver and gold and all that sort of thing, included in that report. And I put it out yesterday for everybody. So go have a look at that. Trying to do some things. Get back at it. I do think silver is going to be going up in a nice major way in the next little while. I think in the astrology report, there's some nice growth in silver in the next little while. Again, I think it's silver gold to the average person is boring because it doesn't move up that quickly. But in this case, it's going to be like the Bitcoin. It's going to be moving up nice and slow. And it's going to be getting to a nice price. It's not going to be fast or a huge amount, but it's going to continue to grow in the next little while. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Bitcoin Cash this 2025, December to February 2026, 4,000. I'm not picking up 4,000. 2,600, something like that. Okay. Hi, Audrey. Can I have 3 cards on career? I was afraid nobody would come today because I was away for so long. I was wrong, which is good. Oh, lots of hard work here for you. Partially, it's getting off your, not like they're telling me, your butt. And because you have all these great ideas and stuff, but you don't implement them all the time. All your cards to do with work are about working. You got the rods, hard work. Again, so it's getting in there, getting your hands dirty, making it work. And because you have some really great ideas, and it's going to be leading into something amazing when it is done. And when it does happen, it's going to be very, very quick. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. It's just get in there, get the work done, and it's going to be leading into much greater things. Hello, Andre. Welcome back, and hope you feel better. What do you see coming for me in October? Well, I don't do the whole month, but we'll do the next week. There's some new rekindled relationship here, which is pretty nice. It's something that you haven't touched on in a very long time with yourself, but it's going to feel very, very good in the next week. I do think you're going to be mastering many of the aspects of life in the next little while. And you're going to become more of a passive leader in your life, with all the friends and family and all that sort of thing in the next little while. They're expecting you to put the hammer down, but I don't think that's your style. And it's your kindness and all that sort of thing that's going to be winning them over. And they're going to start to actually take heed on the things that you say. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Dogecoin, $1. That'd be nice. I got a lot of it. No. Close, but no. Do I think Israel controls Trump? No, I don't. Thank you. Hi, Andre. Glad to see you're back. One staff member starred passed recently. Do you pick up any messages from him? Many thanks. Well, he's still in that transitional phase. It's like 26 days. There's a whole, when you leave this plane and go to the other plane, it's like 26 days, all that sort of thing. But I do think he's thinking of his past and all that sort of thing. He's meeting up with people on the other side, which is part of the transitional period. You have to remember, you don't think of your past life when you're here on this plane as much. You think differently, of course, when you're on the other side. He's well. He's actually in the process of meeting all the friends and family and all that sort of thing on the other side. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. When will the real price explosion in XRP happen? And that's probably going to be in the next 3 months, because there's going to be a whole lot of new government things coming into play in that period of time. And I think once they pass a bunch of legislation in the United States, that's when you're going to start to see everything kind of go up in a big way. Okay. When do you see BTC topping in the cycle? Fourth quarter or first? I think it's not. Everybody's thinking it's going to come down hard. It's not going to be doing that anymore. Like I said in the beginning of the show, it's going to start to become boring. It'll come down a little, but then start going back up in a big way because of all the purchasing from all the big boys. So it's not going to have these huge up and downs like it once did. I remember back in the day, it runs up 20%, then down 30%, then up 30%, and blah, 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 blah. Cryptocurrency is not, Bitcoin is not really doing that anymore. So these cycles are kind of going away because people, organizations are buying and holding. They're not doing all this weird stuff anymore. So I think it's just going to slowly go up and become boring. It's just what I'm seeing. Okay. I've seen so many videos of geo-analysts saying that they will try to start war with Iran again. Not right now. This is the moment in time when we're going to be changing all that. Donald Trump is not about war. They're going to try, but it's going to be falling flat. And I think Donald Trump is going to be turning all that around because it's hard to do business with people that you're at war with. And I think that's Donald Trump's main concern is he wants more people to buy stuff. And it's hard to do that when everybody's shooting at everybody else. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. XRP in October, $5. $9 in about 3 months' time. That's what I keep seeing, and that was on the other YouTube show that I watch, Future Forecasting. I think he has a pretty good one on that. Hi, Audrey. I think I'm due for a career change. Care to comment? Well, what is it that you want to do? First of all, once you figure out exactly what you want to do, then you can change the energy around you to go in that direction. I think everybody kind of sits there and expects the universe to give you all this energy to move in a new direction. You have to remember, us and the universe are one. And we have to kind of produce the energy to move in a certain direction that we want to go. Once we start to actually make that decision and be exact with our language and our thinking, that is when everything will change. For anything that you want to do, right? That's how it works. So once you made the commitment, okay, to go in a new direction, you better know what direction you want to go, first of all. So write it on your whiteboard like I got over there, and work towards those goals. Nothing will happen until you write it down and put a date on it and change where you're walking. Okay? And once you make that decision, I think you're going to be making that decision in the springtime. Then you can start to move to that direction. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. And a little bit of a lesson for everybody. Will CRO coin reach 50 cents before the end of 2025? 32 cents is what I'm picking up. Thank you. It's good to breathe. It's wonderful breathing. Will XRP reach $8 before the end of the year? Close. It's going to be really, really close. Lisa King, 3 cards from our Facebook group. In your health, you're going to have a whole lot of little victories, and you're going to be making a whole lot of different decisions to help yourself out with those health issues that are around you. Financially, you're going to be doing okay for the next week and all that sort of thing. I don't see anything major happening with finances. It's going to be mostly with the health situation that I see around you. And you're going to be very, very close to being the center of attention with some project that you're working on in the next little while. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. Welcome back, Andre. When will the U.S. government end? I think they're doing that right now. If that's what you're like, the shutdown. I think it's day 4 of the shutdowns, government shutdown. And I think Donald Trump is going to be getting rid of a whole lot of people that don't serve him anything. Okay. And yes, a lot of Federal Reserve or federal employees will get fired. And that's happening right now. Do you see me getting promoted and getting out of these work boots? You're going to be in a position in the next year or so where you're going to be part-time work boots. That's what they're telling. Having one work boot and one dress shoe as you're going through the job. So you're going to be kind of a in-between kind of person in the next little while, which is good. You see me getting promoted and getting out of yep, we did that one. Hey, Andre, may I get a 3-card reading for this week? My breathing is still a little labored, but it is a lot better than it was. I can make it through, right? So I do see that you're going to be moving into something new in the next little while. Do not be afraid of what the universe is presenting to you. Look at it, study it, and actually take motion on it. It's something that you can do. Do not be afraid of the thing that universe is presenting to you. Okay? And once you take that energy and start moving forward with it, it's going to be taking you into very interesting places. So hopefully that helps you out. Will Cosmos ever get to $15? If so, when? It's going to be a long, long road. That's the song they're playing. See, 8 something in the next little while. $8. I'm not sure what it is right now. Hey, Andre, am I still in my Nixon heart, mind, and energy? This is more of philosophy. I think your philosophy is going to be changing in the next little while. It's going to be getting more into the Middle Eastern or Eastern type of philosophies in the next little while, and it's going to be changing your vibration in a big way. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. 3-card reading on my situation with Daniel and what he wants from me. He wants stability. That's all he wants. He wants chaos to end, and he wants stability in some fashion. You have going to be looking at your relationship together, and do you have that stability and calmness and coolness and all that sort of thing? And are you the cause of chaos in his life? All mostly men want is stability. That's it. Calmness. Cool. Not running around like chaos all over the place. Okay? So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Will the government shutdown affect the stock market? A little bit. Nothing that I would worry about. Might be some good opportunities to pick up some things for very, very cheap. You're welcome. Will Joe get his ETH back from HR? If so, what percentage will he be returned? 60% is what I'm picking up. Hi, Ari. Will Elrond reach $1 this year? No. 62 cents or something like that. Will there be another crypto crash in February? No, not quite. Just, again, it's going to be this boring up, but very, very slow. Might be a little crash here and there, but it wouldn't be for very, very long. Will I win my lawsuit against the landlord? Yes. Can I get a 3 card on my X? You're going to have to make a decision on this particular person if you're going to be keeping them in your energy or out. If you want to get rid of him or them out of your energy, do so. You have to remember we're going to have to start to move on. Okay? And this is, we get trapped in energies and a lot of the time. Okay? Flash crash. I'd be leery of this type of thing when a psychic says that, because they're not going to be that exact. They're going to be kind of in the ballpark, but not exact. So I'd be very cautious of this. Just buy it and sit on it. That's probably the best solution for cryptocurrencies. Will I get the nanny job in Palmer? Or will I get something a bit closer to home? There's going to be something that's going to be much closer to home. And it's going to be very beneficial to you in the next little while. I do think that there's going to be something that you never anticipated. It's going to be very beneficial to you. I do see this Palmer job for a short period of time, but in the long term, there's going to be something that's going to be much, much closer to you. Which trading service will provide me with the highest ROI for the remainder of 2025? DBE, Shardy, or SPP? Shardy is the one I'm picking up. Okay. Will my court matter go in my favor? Yes. And I think that's the last one for today. Awesome. Thank you, everybody, for coming back. It's been a while. We'll be back here on Tuesday, as always. Make sure that you come up with some wonderful questions. If you like a personal reading with me, make sure to go to secondreadsbyandrew.com. And while you're there at secondreadsbyandrew.com, looking at that information for personal readings, sign up for the Substack and the Patreon. We're going to be having a ton of articles there in the next little while. And continuing, unless I fall over without air or something, we're going to get back on track with that. So make sure you check out secondreadsbyandrew.com. If you like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best possible way, we have the Trezor Cold Storage Wallet for sale on our website. If you should happen to purchase one from us, know that we make a little bit of money from that. And I think that's it. Until we meet again, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.